Surely there's got to be a way to counter Imu's number one ability, because Imu can't just be that OP. It would ruin the story. But of course, if you don't know what Imu's ability is, then you might need to scroll on because spoilers up through Elbaf are ahead. So this person asks, is there a way to break the curse of Domi Reversi? Because from what we've seen so far, everybody who gets flipped eventually dies. And while yes, that is correct, I don't think that's a good way of looking at it, because we really don't have a good example of how this works. We have very small, very specific examples of how it works. I believe it's the same issue with the homeland theory that's been popping up quite a bit as well. While we've only seen this be used on people in their homeland, that doesn't directly mean that is the only way it works. It's very possible, but we can't make the assumption. So this is my best theory on what we're going to need to do to be able to flip the Giants of Elbaf back without killing them. And I think it's kind of obvious. So let's go back over how this ability works. It works exactly like a game of Othello or Reversi. This game works with white and black colored discs, and the objective is to have the most of your color on this board as possible. And to do this, you must surround a disc of the opposite color with two of yours. That inherently flips the disc to your color. So like we're seeing here, if the opponent is white and your color is black, if you put two black pieces surrounding one white piece, it will get flipped. And that is exactly how it's working with the Giants on Elbaf as well. So obviously we have seen the black pieces on this board. And personally, I think it's pretty obvious who the white pieces are going to be. I think it'll be Luffy and potentially Bonnie helping with this. Following the logic of the game, if Luffy and Bonnie in their Gear 5 form were able to surround a giant, I think it would flip them back. And in doing so, it will save their life and hopefully let them be able to join the fight on the right side again. Now the question really is it only Luffy and Bonnie who could do this? Or could it be a more widespread effect? Because this could also be as simple as the drums of liberation. Hearing these drums and knowing the way Luffy can affect his environment, that could be enough to start breaking the curse on these giants. But I also have one more angle we could add to this. But I think this is the most ridiculous version of this theory. Much like Naruto did during the 4th Great Ninja War by putting the Jin cloaks on the allied ninjas, I think it could be possible that Luffy could do something similar. Much like we saw the giant pirates being affected by his drums of liberation when we were on Egghead, I think this could be what also helps to flip the rest of the giants. The infectious rhythm of the drums of liberation can help give them the ability to help flip their friends as well. So that would lessen the burden on Luffy himself and help spread out the quote-unquote white chips that we need on the board. And if we're being completely honest, I don't think Oda has the balls to kill off the entirety of the original Giant Pirates crew in one go. He virtually never kills people in this story, let alone this many characters at once that are actually important to the story. And if he did, hats off to Oda, I'd be impressed. But personally, I do not think Domi Reversi is a confirmed death sentence for anybody on Elbaf right now. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments.